Hello everybody and welcome to another video on the TARDIS Zone. If you like what I have to say, please give the video a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so already. So this is the second video that I've promised. Doctor Who, Charlie's Richie are wearing a Dalek. It really stank. So Charlie Richie tells us a little bit about smelly creatures, prosthetics, and playing Lynn in Doctor Who New Year Special Resolution. It's an experience only select actors can claim, playing a character controlled by an onboard tentacle squid alien set on world domination. That was the fate of archaeologist Lynn in this year's Doctor Who New Year's Special Resolution. This year? You mean last year? No, this year. Yeah, it was this year. What am I saying? It was the New Year Special. See, I keep getting confused between Christmas and New Year. Played by Charlotte Richie, fresh meat, siblings and called the midwife. Lynn and a colleague, Mitch, Nick Ish Patel, uncovered the ancient remains of an alien enemy underneath Sheffield Town Hall. That alien, as we know, was a Dalek. Speaking to Richie while promoting her ace new gaming sitcom Dead Pixels coming next week to Channel 4, she told us a little bit about her experience on Doctor Who. The prosthetic was really cool, actually. It was designed by two guys, Lee Radford and Robert Alsop. Where the hell do these people get their second names? Seriously, man. Jeez, it's like the Radio Times and the Doctor Who magazine. The reporters on that, the weird second names. What the hell? It was made. They made the animatronic sort of squid monster that connected to me with the weighted harness that was strapped around my belly and over my shoulders like a backpack. It had some arms that were pinned to me and two animatronic arms that would wiggle around in my face. They were controlled by remote control, a bit of a joystick, and it was really cool. It smelled so bad, weirdly the material they used really stank. Let me see. The way I channeled the Dalek was just being terrified of the fact that I had to portray someone being piloted by a Dalek. So it came as like genuine fear that I was experiencing. It was really cool. I found it very scary to do because it was quite action-packed episode. No, it wasn't, but we'll go again anyway. And something I'd never done before, but it was great to watch. Of course you're going to say that. I actually really enjoyed it. I so really enjoy things when I'm in them. You feel so stressed, but I managed to forget about it, and it was just like fun, good show. And then it says underneath the article because they're that desperate to get people to watch. This is Den of Geek actually. Article. Doctor Who Resolution is available on BBC iPlayer. Nobody gives a shit. But let's talk about the Dalek for a minute, because the Dalek is very interesting in that episode. So, as she says herself, the Dalek is actually attached to her body. But you see, it's very clever. We do criticise Chris Chibnall and stuff about his writing, but what he is very clever at doing is all this virtual signalling, and the fact that the Dalek is basically representing a man and basically on her body, basically draining the life out of her. Because if you look at the whole series, it's nothing but hated on white men, single fathers. And the Dalek was another metaphor, so it was basically on a woman's back, so it's basically like a man sucking the life out of this woman. Now, I said it in the last video, but I said I'd go into a bit more detail. Like, I mean, the writing overall has been shit, but if you look at what Chris Chibnall has achieved, it's probably the best piece of propaganda that I've ever seen, to be quite honest. And I don't know where she's getting her action packed. It was quite a boring episode. There was nothing in it that kept me interested. I didn't really like the Dalek's new design, even though, you know, I do think it's better than the old paradigm that Matt Smith Moffat created. But still, they made it look more feminine. I can't even say the word because it irritates me. But the whole of Series 11 has been just one giant propaganda piece. Jodie Whittaker herself, poor in the role. Also, I think she's hit the jackpot with this role, to be quite honest with you. She's a bland actress. People say, but she was brilliant in Broadchurch. No, she wasn't. She played a grieving mother. Not hard to actually do. I'm not a woman myself, but I'm pretty sure I could do a pretty convincing grieving father. And I mean, she did nothing really. And then in Series 3, didn't they give her the role of one of these what was she doing? She was helping people come to terms with stuff. They made her a counsellor or something, and still, even at that, she acted very. I don't like Jodie Whittaker as an actress anyway. I never have. I've never liked the stuff that she's in, and the stars of Broadchurch are actually Coleman and Tennant, and she's just a bit part of the cast. But because she's part of Doctor Who, you all keep bringing up Broadchurch and all the other stuff that she was in. Everything that she's been in, from Black Mirror to Broadchurch and the movies that she's in, she's acted the same. Bland and one-dimensional. Let me see, the comments are, Remy says 7 hours ago, a better article would have been Charlotte Richie, why she should have been cast as Doctor Who. Okay. I could have seen that work actually. That was Sean's response to. Once she really got going in the episode, it was the first thing that struck me. There are a couple of guest actors who would have made a better Doctor, Sharon D. Clarke being the other one. There was a big campaign for the lead in the Weeping Angels Doctor episode in some kind of recurring companion role, and I think her name resurfaced again with the idea of a female Doctor came up. I still remember that her performance as being something really special. Carey Mulligan, great choice, but career took off a bit since. Any names? It was Carey Mulligan. They're obviously talking about Blink. Resolution was flipping great. Charlotte Richie was a big factor in that. If we can have more episodes and casting of that caliber next year, then I'll be happy. Oh my god. You know what? I just can't get over how fans, well, I don't even call these fans anymore. Anybody that actually likes this trash is not a fan of Doctor Who. I'm sorry, but yous aren't. I'm going to say it out straight. Yous are not fans of Doctor Who, because this was not Doctor Who. Thanks be to God they're gone in 2020. Chibnall and Whittaker. Best bit of news that we can have. Ridiculous. But on Charlotte Richie, no, she wouldn't have made a great Doctor. No female actress, no actress, in my opinion, is good enough to play. Even Olivia Colman, and I don't care, she's an Oscar winner. At the end of the day, the Doctor is a male role and should stay male. And thanks be to God, over at the James Bond, we have actors and actresses coming out and saying that James Bond should stay a male. And I'm delighted that that's happening, because I'm sick of all this. See, that won't even go. See, tries to keep me staying these fucking articles. Let's see if there's anything else that's popped up now in the last hour since I did my last my last video. No. But again, the whole Dalek was a metaphor, and anybody that doesn't see that obviously isn't as clever as me and all the other fans. And yeah, you might think that's arrogant, but we can see things that you obviously refuse to see or don't see. To be honest with you, I don't know how everybody is saying that Resolution was great. It wasn't the worst episode in the world, but if you compare it to previous specials, it'd actually be last in the list, to be honest with you. And that's just my personal opinion. I don't think it beats Christmas Invasion. Definitely doesn't beat Christmas Invasion. People will probably say it beats Twice Upon a Time. I'd say they're probably the same level. The only thing that makes that episode anyway a decent watch is Peter, and obviously David Bradley, isn't it? So yeah. Right, so that's it really. I will obviously, if I have anything else, I will let you I will do another video. But for now, there doesn't seem to be much news on Doctor Who, unless my source comes back with any more new information. But at the moment, it's all quiet in the land of Who. And yeah, it's not. Look, Series 12 is going to be a disaster. Right? It doesn't matter if Chibnall brings back all villains, which he is in a desperate attempt to boost the ratings. 45% of the audience left. When Whittaker leaves in 2020, those fans will also go. And I'll say good riddance to you all, because you have been the worst thing that has happened to this fan base. I actually read a comment by someone. I was pretty sad to read. Someone was saying they'd only gotten into Doctor Who and saying how great the fandom was, and then of course someone came and says, if I were you, I'd run. Don't join the fandom. Get out of here, because it'll destroy you. And that's the way the fandom has gone. The Doctor Who fandom was once a great fandom to be in, but you got all these parasites coming in and being toxic, but yet we're the ones that are being called toxic. We're not the toxic ones. We're the ones that supported the show when it wasn't around, right? By buying the merchandise, by listening to Big Finish, buying the novels, right? Where half of you people that support Jodie weren't even born at the time, all right? And the fact that I have old cast members coming out and telling me that Doctor Who isn't for them, right? It's basically trying to tell me that Doctor Who isn't for me, right? And I've got fans saying, well, it's not your show anymore. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We're the fans that kept the show going. It is our show. And we will get it back in 2020, because Whittaker is bye-bye. And you know what, all you little pro-Jodie supporters, you know what, I just can't wait until I do the video. Just can't wait until I do the video when I actually, everything that I've said in my videos is confirmed. And it's going to be the best day. Seriously, it's going to be the best day, because I know a lot of you are going to be crying in these pillows. Ooh, even the grown men that love Whittaker. You only love her because you want to sleep with her. Let's be honest, because you don't love her because of her acting talent, because she has none. And with all the recent stuff that's come out in Hollywood, another English actress now, Charlotte, what's her name? Charlotte Kirk, apparently was having sex with what's his face from Warner Brothers. He had to step down, but yes, she gets to keep her job. Isn't it quite funny how men and women are viewed differently in situations like that? I mean, didn't the woman, what was her name? I can't even think of her name because I never liked the movies, but the bitch from the Twilight Saga, she was having an affair with the director. I know Megan Fox was shagging the director that in the movies that she was in as well. That's how she furthered her career. I mean, if you want to, you keep attacking men, right? But you look at the shady history of women within the industry, all right? There's female paedophiles too. There's female sex addicts too. I mean, didn't, what's her name? What's her name? I'm not dragging her into this. I'm not tarring her with the same brush, but she was a porn star before she became an actress. What was her name? Or she did a few soft porn movies. Even Sylvester Stallone did. But you see, here's the thing. It's actually like, when all this came out, it was all, oh, well, he has a family, has a wife and kids or whatever. Yeah, that part is bad. The morality of it is bad. But if she dropped her knickers, right, and she spread her legs to try further her career, right? But yet the man is the only one that's being punished, and she's not being punished. Why isn't she being kicked out of Hollywood? Because obviously she did sleep with people to get roles, because I've never heard of the woman. And I live in Ireland, and the UK is only across the water, and I've never heard of her. She's a British actress. I've never heard of her. I've never seen her in anything. So she's obviously not that good of an actress. So she obviously used her body, because I've seen pictures of her. She actually has done a photo shoot where she's half naked, like most, and then like you get criticised, then men get criticised. Well, if women weren't going around acting like sluts half of the time in their photo shoots, then you know it works both ways. There's a demand, so they do it. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that if you're going to punish a man for being for having sex with a young actress, and it doesn't matter whether she was 19, 20 or whatever, right, and he was a grown man. At the end of the day, it was consensual. She agreed to it. Whether the allegations are true or not, she's now coming out and saying that they're not true. But I wouldn't be surprised, because Megan Fox has done it in the past. And yeah, as I said, I gave you a perfect example. That woman from the Twilight, I can't even think of her name because she's not even worth talking about. But she had an affair with the director as well. So, I mean, and that's how she got movie parts. So, if you're going to look at men, how bad men are in Hollywood, I think the point I'm trying to make is, if you're going to look at men that are bad in Hollywood, you must also target the women. Because it's not fair. It seems to be just one way. This man-hating thing. Oh, men are this, men are that. Where about the women? Alright? Now, I don't think Charlotte, any roles that she's gotten, I think it should be looked into and see, did she actually do sexual favours to get those roles, and she should be booted out of Hollywood. If you're going to get rid of if you're going to get rid of the CEO of Warner Brothers, then you must get rid of her. And you must get rid of every other actress that has dropped their knickers to get roles. Right? End of. And I might be crude the way I said it, but let's be honest, that's exactly what they did to get these roles. And I can't even think if you're on the Twilight, because was it Kirsten Stewart? Is that her name or something? She was with that Robert Pattinson fella, wasn't she? Yeah, her. She had an affair with the director, right? And he was an older man, alright? But it was consensual. She dropped her knickers. So I have no sympathy for any actress that does that. I just think it's a shame that men are the only ones that are losing their jobs. Those actresses as well should be kicked out of Hollywood. That's just my personal opinion. So listen, that's me done. New video. As I said, there doesn't seem to be any more new information coming out or anything. They seem to be very secretive, but there will be leaks. There was leaks all last year. My sources already confirmed that Whittaker is leaving, and there's other changes happening to the show. So, as I said, if you have any topics you would like me to bring up, leave in the comments below. Or if you see any other Doctor Who related articles that you'd like me to talk about, let me know. So listen, I know a few people won't like me comments near the end, right? But at the end of the day, you've got to have a balanced view. I mean, it shouldn't be just the men that lose their jobs all the time. Yes, if they have exploited these young women, then yes, the full force of the law should come down on them. But by the sounds of things, it looks like that it was consensual, and he's the one that's lost his job. And I know he has a wife, a family and kids and all, but he'll have to deal with the morality of that. But in fairness, he shouldn't have had to step down. I'm being honest, he shouldn't have had to step down. And people might disagree with me on that one, but he shouldn't have had to step down. If he had to step down, then she should lose her livelihood too. End of. That's the way I feel about it. It has to be 50-50. It has to be balanced. She's wrong just as much as he is. Right, listen, I'm going to go, folks. As I said, if you have any ideas for any new videos, let me know. I do these videos for you guys, and I love every single minute of it. And I've gotten another couple of subscribers, so I'd like to thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if there's any other like-minded people out there like you yourselves, tell them about the channel. And I really appreciate the support. I love you all. Talk to you all soon. Have a good day. And yeah, don't do no, I wouldn't do. See you later.